Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. In today's video I'm going to be talking all about underrated skincare brands, at least in my ever so humble opinion. You guys seemed to enjoy this when I did an underrated makeup brands video, so I thought why not skincare as well. And as an added bonus, all of the brands I'm going to be speaking of in this video happen to be woman owned. Didn't do that on purpose, just think it's a nifty little side note. In no particular order, let's start with the brand Nuxe. This is a brand that was founded in France in 1991, and they are best known for the product that I'm holding in my hands. This is the Whole Protégé Face, Body, and Hair Dry Oil. Gonna have to say I don't think it's the best for the face because it is so scented and I don't like it as much on my hair, but as a body oil, I absolutely love it. It smells so good. It's that rich smell that I just talked about in another video. Absolutely beautiful. This used to be a lot easier to get in the United States. They used to have a US division and they no longer do, which drives me absolutely batty because this is still a very popular brand in the rest of the world. I read on their website that they sell a bottle of this every 7 seconds. I totally believe it. The reason this is so nice on the skin is that a lot of times when you use a body oil, sometimes your skin will just feel really oily. Not with this one. This one sinks in so quickly. All it leaves you feeling is well moisturized, not greasy, and smelling incredible. I'm a little bitter about how hard it is to get because as an American, there's a lot of rules about what you can ship to the country. And I think we run into this weird gray area anytime you're talking about liquids. I guess this technically qualifies as a liquid. A lot of times I'll place an order with an international website and I'll get this message saying, sorry, we've refunded you, we can't ship that to your country. And I'm always like, do you know the kind of things that get into this country and you can't send an oil? So it's frustrating. I really wish this brand got more recognition in the US. If you guys are from another country, go ahead and comment how popular this brand is elsewhere. I wanted to give more than one example, so I'll also mention the lip balm. Now I don't have this at the moment, but I did review this a while back. I'm gonna say that this has a cult status, and it's very affordable for a lip balm. It's $13.50 for a half ounce. The only thing is, I think that this is a thicker texture of a lip balm, and I've noticed that I tend to gravitate towards a runnier lip balm, as bizarre as that may sound. Especially for night purposes, I just like a runnier lip balm, so I like, Luxe Me's more. I like Dr. Kaplan's more. If you like the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask, somehow, it's not my favorite. I know. I just made myself unpopular. Hashtag not a cool kid. But if you do like that, I think we should have more of these conversations of this product is like this. That product reminds me so much of the Bite Lip Balm. Actually, the reverse, because the way I tried them. Next brand on my list will come as no surprise if you've been on my channel for a while. You probably already know just how much I absolutely adore the brand Luxe Me. Luxe Me has such a cool story that not a lot of people know. The founder of Luxe Me originally had a nonprofit called Samasource. They outsource jobs, work to people in underprivileged situations from underprivileged countries, and they improve their quality of life by giving them a better pay. Wouldn't it be great if we all took note on that one? So the principles of that nonprofit were poured into this company, and what they do is they provide beautiful luxury products that are actually ethically made. So this is their most popular product. It is the Pure Nalotica Melt. It is one ingredient, and the workers who collect it in Africa are paid 3 times the standard wages. This brand is certified by EcoCert, by Leaping Bunny, just an absolutely gorgeous brand that not a lot of people have heard of. I think a lot of it is that I've seen some reviews of this that I don't actually agree with, where people are like, it's just shea butter. And that's only kind of telling the story because this actually is the more premium form of shea butter. That does make a difference. It makes a difference in the olein content. It makes a difference in the vitamin content. And the reason I love this so much, I feel like this is one of those products where I can very confidently sit here and say, you're not gonna have an allergic reaction to this product. It's gonna work whether you have dry or oily skin. Although if you do have oily skin, know that this is meant to be a night cream and it will make you look oily, but you will also have some of the most beautiful skin you've ever had. I've purchased this now. This is my 3rd bottle of this. I keep coming back to this because for me, my wham bam of ingredients is my serums. I just want a moisturizer that's gonna lock everything in without causing any kind of further irritation, and this does it for me. I love this product. I do want to mention a second product. So this is the Nautica Goddess Glow. This is a very different direction for them. They call this a hydrating illuminator, and it is. I'm wearing this. I'll show you a swatch of this. So this product actually, it reminds me a lot of a more glowy form of Benefit's Dandelion. Wait a minute. Where is it? Benefit's Dandelion Dew. It's actually kind of bizarre to me how similar the base color is. You probably can't see this that well, so I'll pop a picture up into the corner. I think it's really fascinating that Luxe Me has been going into that direction. I'd really like to see them release more of this infusion between makeup and skincare. However, there's a problem with this product, and that's that because it's a color-based product, it's going to boil down to personal preference in terms of colors. And honestly, even though I own Dandelion Dew, I don't wear that one. I think that it's more flattering on cool undertones, and I do not have a cool undertone. And by the way, I should mention that I was sent this because I always want to be honest with you guys about that. I don't know if this was PR though. The company sent it to me as a thank you. I think Luxe Me is the only company where I've ever actually taken the time to write paragraphs of my own personal suggestions of what they could do to grow as a company. I mean, like, that's how much I love them. I want to see them succeed. It always gets tricky when you're talking about products that were sent to you regardless of the point. I guess I need to say something on that, especially since I did get one very unusual message about someone's feelings on me accepting PR. You know, regardless of if a product was provided free or if you spent your own money on it, everybody will win the most if we're all just honest about the product, if we actually test the products thoroughly and give a real, pros and cons and who this is for and who it's not for. And the reason for that is if I sit here and say this is for absolutely everybody when I know deep down that it's for more dry skin types than oily skin types, then if you have oily skin and you buy this, you're going to be like, oh, she gave me a terrible recommendation. I'm never trusting her again. Also, you're not going to come back to the company. So it's like everybody loses. Honesty is just the best policy, you guys. It just is. All right, so the next brand on my list is June Jacobs. I've talked about this brand kind of a lot because I've been using them for years as well. In particular, these two masks. This is the Perfect Pumpkin Peeling Enzyme Mask and the Papaya Purifying Enzyme Mask. So a little about the brand first. The brand was founded by a mother-daughter duo, and their whole slant is this kind of nature and science blend. I respect that a lot, especially as somebody who has a nutrition background. I think that one of the biggest problems in the entire skincare industry is that when it comes to natural ingredients, we lack the research. I can tell you a lot of why we lack that research because of my background. When I wanted to do studies in the field of nutrition, specifically on natural ingredients, like if I wanted to do a citrus study, for example. In order to do that, I needed to collect the money to run it because research is anything but free. It's actually really expensive to run all those assays. So the problem that I ran into is when I would approach, the citrus growers, for example, they didn't have the money to fund the studies, and it just kind of created this whole situation where we kept researching actual chemical compounds not from nature because the money was there, whereas from the growers, it's not. I think that's a real problem because we don't advance in, understanding what the benefits are from natural ingredients because of it. We just kind of hypothesize, and that's how the entire natural world kind of gets swept under the rug in a lot of circumstances. And I think it's also important to balance the fact that there always are going to be the possibility for allergic reactions when you're talking about natural ingredients as well. If natural was safer, like I've said in examples before, Socrates wouldn't have died from drinking hemlock. Instead, he would have started hemlock bare hair on Instagram. So for me personally, even though there's not a ton of research into what enzymatic action does on the skin, I have seen the results and I keep returning to these products because of how much they change my skin. I have to add one more thing. I'm sorry, I'm going off a lot in this video. But when it comes to jar packaging, which is the way the full size of these is packaged, I do think you're going to see some amount of degradation. I'm not opposed to jar packaging across the board. For example, that Luxe Me Nautica Melt that I just talked about, there's really nothing in that would degrade, at least not very quickly. Whereas with these, I do think you see it, and that's why I've turned to buying the 1 ounce sizes because they're in this much better packaging for the ingredients inside. Let me show you the pumpkin mask. This one is 15% pumpkin, and you can really see it. And it smells like pumpkin pie. It really does. I think it's funny that June Jacobs has a pumpkin mask just like Peter Thomas Roth does, but I have to admit that Peter Thomas Roth was one of few masks that was too strong for me. I like this one. I see results from it. This is a great product. But again, I say that as somebody who does love enzymes. If enzymes don't do that much for you, you probably don't need to try these. The other one is the Papaya Purifying Enzyme Mask. I'm not sure I'll buy this again because I found a new substitute for my new favorite papaya mask. You know what it is, the Amore Pacific Peel. My only concern with this is they did put triethanolamine in this, and that is an ingredient that some percentage of people see an allergic reaction from. I do not, thankfully. I'm so thankful that I don't have a lot of allergic reactions, or I would never be able to do the 2-week trials that I do. So once again, knowing your own skin is everything. For me, I think this is a very underrated brand, and I really like what they do. That brings me to a newer discovery. This is the brand Jawara. I actually first discovered this brand in, I think it was Birchbox, some subscription box, and I was really impressed with their products. This is definitely a brand that is more natural. We don't see a lot of additives. So this is quite an interesting brand. It was founded by 4 women of very diverse backgrounds, Indonesian, Japanese, Chinese, one's a doctor. And the whole premise of the brand is that they wanted to incorporate more of the principles of Jamu, which is Indonesian herbal medicine, into skincare. Juara did send me these products, and I'm honestly really grateful because I quite like these. This one right here is the Radiance Vitality Oil. I talked about wanting a more lightweight oil, how I was looking for that in my Amore Pacific video. This is another one of those types of oils. This is one of those more lightweight oils. The first ingredient of this is plumeria extract. I'm not as good with my flowers as I am with edible plants. But that's the first ingredient here, so you're going to get a more lightweight oil, but one with an absolutely gorgeous formula. It also has jojoba, macadamia, it's got THD ascorbate for your vitamin C. Really nice oil, blends into foundation oil. That's one of the ways they recommend to use it. I still just use it, just dot it wherever. I have it on my forehead right now. I think it's a beautiful, more lightweight oil. Really impressed with it. I do have a warning with it though. It does have coconut oil, so know how your skin reacts to coconut oil. Again, I feel really fortunate that I don't have too many allergic reactions or reactions in general, minus bergamot. But again, like I said earlier, I wouldn't want to recommend a product that won't work for you, so know how coconut oil works for your skin because it is an ingredient in this. Then we have the clove flower and turmeric anti-aging serum. I have a little bit of a story with this, so you guys know that I've been using the Clinique, in particular Repair Wear Serum, for something like 5 years. I have recently been questioning that choice. I love that serum for its antioxidants. I love that I can, layer my vitamin C's over it or my retinols or whatever. However, lately I've just kind of been like, I'm not sure this is having the impact that I want it to. I switched to this. They sent me this probably about a month ago at this point. I'm really picky with my serums, but it's kind of a difficult game because I do have dry skin and yet I'm still acne prone. So this really quickly became an amazing serum for my skin type. Again, I'm not here to sell you guys products. I just want you to be able to make informed decisions. So I'm never going to say like this is a must-have, but it was incredibly impressive for me. The reason this impacts me so much is that it's silicone-free, first of all, which means you're not going to have any problems with absorption. The second ingredient in this is algae. The third is hyaluronic acid, so you've got an intense hydration boost. And then it contains ingredients like clove, turmeric, which are anti-inflammatory and are going to help you to fight off acne. That's why turmeric has been such a critical ingredient for me. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory by nature, so if your acne is just whiteheads, you won't see as much of the impact that I do. My acne tends to be real angry, real violent, red spots on my face. Using turmeric has always helped me to reduce that amount of inflammation. So for me, this has really been a game-changing product. If you're interested in ingredients, if you like spending time looking them over, seeing what a brand has done, I'd encourage you to read the ingredients list on this because it really is nice. Alright guys, so that's this video. Let me know if you enjoyed this video by giving it a like. Also, let me know if you'd like to see me do overrated skincare brands. I can feel the dislikes from here. It would still be fun. Deep down, it would be fun. Who doesn't love a good roast? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.